Hey guys, and welcome! In today's video, I want to dive a bit deeper into the ribbons and XP events of Battlefield 2042, which requirements they have, which ones are the easiest to earn, and also what the best loadouts and specialists are to gain more of them. Especially ribbons frequently return as a weekly mission and play a huge role in the mid-season events, but they are also very helpful for gaining additional XP and level up a lot faster. So I thought it might be interesting to take a closer look. But what are ribbons and how do you earn them? Ribbons are additional rewards for completing different XP events during a match. This means everything that grants XP, no matter if it is a kill, an assist, a revive, resupplies and so on, will also count towards these ribbons. And in Battlefield 2042 there are 5 types of them available. Wingman, Combat, Intel, Objective and Logistics ribbons. And all of them have different requirements for their completion. For the Wingman ribbon, you need to do assists and revives. For the Combat ribbon, it's kills and vehicles destroyed. For the Intel ribbon, you need to do spottings and disrupt enemies. Objective ribbons are granted for capturing, defending and holding objectives, or planting and defusing bombs in rush. And for the Logistics ribbons, you need to do heals, repairs and resupplies. All of them are available in 3 tiers, and the requirements for the ribbons increase with each tier. So for example, for the first Combat ribbon you only need 3 kills, but then for the second one you need 9, and for the third one it's again even more. So earning 3 of one type is a bit more challenging than just earning 1. For every ribbon you earn, you receive XP in addition to the normal XP you earned during a match, and for the first ribbon of each type this is 1000 XP, for the second it's 500, and for the third also 500 XP. So if you would earn all 3 ribbons of one type, this would be an additional 2000 XP for you. If you earn all 3 ribbons of each type, it would be 10,000 XP. And that's quite a lot, especially if you are new to the game and you want to level up faster to unlock weapons, or you want to unlock some of the missing Battle Pass tiers towards the end of the season. But how do you earn these ribbons the easiest way, and what ribbon types are the easiest to earn? Well, first of all, you need a bit of knowledge of the XP events that trigger the ribbons, and also how many of these events you need for the ribbon tiers. Because some actions will grant you a lot more XP than others, but you might not do them a lot, while others only give you a little XP, but you can do them more often. But I guess this is better explained when we have a closer look at the XP events you need for each ribbon. So for the Wingman ribbon, you need to do assists and revives, and here you can already earn a lot of XP. The most important events counting towards this ribbon are spot assists with 10 XP that you receive when you spotted an enemy and they get killed by one of your teammates, then smoke assists with 40 XP that are granted when an enemy is killed inside of smoke you have laid, passenger assists also 40 XP that you simply receive for sitting inside of a vehicle, disruption assists with 40 XP as well that are granted when an enemy you disrupted is killed, repair assists for 50 XP that you receive when a vehicle you recently repaired does a kill, and damage assists also 50 XP that are granted when you have hit an enemy that gets shot by a teammate. For the assists, it's also important to know that the event with the higher XP will be granted automatically. So if you are sitting in the passenger seat of a heli and repair it from the inside, you will receive the repair assist with 50 XP instead of the passenger assist with 40 XP. But you won't get both events, you only get the one with the higher XP. For a normal revive, you can also earn 50 XP, but if you revive a squad mate, it's already 75. And if your mate has requested the revive before and you fulfill this request, you receive another 5 XP. Plus, if you play as Crawford or Angel and you resupply the teammates you revive, you also receive an additional 20 XP for the resupply. If a teammate is revived by someone else inside of smoke you have laid, you will also earn 10 XP. Then there's the Combat ribbon, and this one is focused on kills and vehicles destroyed. So with a kill itself you can earn 50 XP, which is the same amount that you get for a damage assist, but when you do a headshot you receive another 20 XP, and if you kill 3 enemies at the same time or shortly after one another, which would be a multi-kill, you get another 50 XP. Then there are also small bonuses you can get. For example, if you save a squad mate from getting killed, it will grant you the savior bonus with 10 XP, or if if you kill the enemy who has killed you before, which would be the Avenger bonus, also with 10 XP. And I'm pretty sure there are some more of these bonuses existing, but I haven't recognized any others so far. And there are also 3 events for vehicle hunters, and that's the vehicle damage with 20 XP, the vehicle assist with 50 XP, and the vehicle destroyed also with 50 XP. But here you receive the XP for the vehicle and each enemy inside of it, so when you destroy a full MAV, for example, these are quite a lot of points. Then there's the Intel ribbon, and that's the one you can earn with spottings and EMPs. And it's also one of the easiest ones you can complete, even though you won't get much XP with the single actions. Cause for spottings and disruptions, you only receive 5 XP no matter what gadget or ability you use. And for destroying equipment like proc sensors or insertion beacons, it's 10 XP, so almost nothing compared to the XP events of other ribbons. The only event with a high amount of XP is when you destroy a ranger drone, cause this will grant you 75. However, the frequency and amount of the events you can do for the Intel ribbon is a lot higher. If you use Casper's drone, for example, and just fly around objectives in Breakthrough, you can easily get 400 spottings in one match, so that's 2000 XP only for this one action. And that's what makes this Intel ribbon so easy to achieve. But that also applies for the next one, which is the objective ribbon, because for this you have to capture, hold or neutralize objectives, and here you won't get many of the XP events, but a lot of XP per event. So capturing an objective, which means to be on the area between the neutral and capture state, will grant 200 XP. When you neutralize an objective, which means to take it away from the enemy team, you also receive 200 XP. While you are on the objective area, neutralizing or capturing, you will also receive 15 XP every 5 seconds for securing the objective. Once it is captured and you kill enemies who are trying to attack it, you receive 15 XP for each kill with the event holding or defending the objective. And the last one is the logistics ribbon, and for this one you have to do heals, repairs and resupplies. The XP events are pretty simple again. For every heal or resupply you receive 20 XP, and for repairs it's also 20 XP but every few seconds. Only if you heal, resupply or repair for a squad mate, it will grant you 30 XP instead. So similar to the revives, all actions you do for your squad mates are rewarded with a bit higher XP than for the rest of your team. And when looking at all of these XP events, it is pretty clear that playing the objective, delivering intel and helping your team to stay alive and resupplied grants the most XP in Battlefield 2042. This is not much of a surprise, of course, since this is exactly what Battlefield is about, but in 2042 I always feel like it's not as good communicated to the players as it was in former titles. How many of the XP events you need exactly to get all ribbons is not that easy to tell, since you earn several events per match, and especially for the objectives it always depends on the time you have spent on the objective area and so on. But for some rough numbers I have counted 1 event per ribbon. So for the first objective ribbon you need to capture or neutralize 2 times, for the second ribbon it's 3 times and 5 times for the third one. For the first logistics ribbon you need to do 4 heals or resupplies, for the second it's 8 and for the third it's 22. For the combat ribbon I only counted the kills, and here you need 3 for the first one, 9 for the second and 30 kills for the third ribbon. For the intel ribbon it's 10 spottings for the first one, 38 spottings for the second and 50 for the third. And for the wingman ribbon I only counted the revives, since there are so many types of assists, and here it is 2 revives for the first one, 10 for the second and 15 for the third ribbon. So like I already said at the beginning, the number of XP events you need for the higher tier ribbons increases a lot, but most of them are still doable and it's definitely worth getting them. And here's also where it comes in handy to play the right specialist and loadout to be able to trigger as many different XP events as possible and earn as many ribbons as possible with them. So my recommendation is to use Falk, Angel or Pike as specialists, cause with them you can either revive or easily spot enemies, and then as gadget equip the ammo or med crate depending on the specialist you chose, and the smoke grenade or the proc sensor as throwables. My personal favorite is Falk with an ammo crate and a proc sensor, cause with this loadout I can revive all my allies, which will easily give me all 3 wingman ribbons, heal them with the Surette pistol and resupply them with the ammo crate, which also makes the logistics ribbons easy to complete, and in addition I can spot enemies with the proc sensor, and these spottings count towards the intel ribbon, and the assists again for the wingman ribbon. So that's 3 of them easily covered with the right loadout. If I also play the objective and kill some enemies on the way, I will also be able to get 1 or 2 combat and objective ribbons in. If that's a bit too much for you and you only want to focus on 1 or 2 ribbon types at once, just get into a match with one of the recon specialists, an ammo crate and a proc sensor, and then just spot and resupply for intel and logistics ribbons. And you will also automatically get some assists in for the wingman ribbon. If you want to go all in and want to try and get all possible ribbons during a match, you should definitely go with the Falk loadout I mentioned before, but you also need to keep track of the ribbon progress and need to adapt your playstyle depending on the ribbon type you still have left. I always like to do this as a little challenge once the weekly missions are done, because it does not only train your adaptability and flexibility, but also forces you out of your comfort zone and helps you to discover new ways of playing the game. And that's it for today. I hope this video helps you to understand all ribbons and XP events in Battlefield 2042 and helps you to gain more XP during a match. And if it does, don't forget to drop a like or a comment below and subscribe to the channel to stay tuned for more content like this. Until then, thanks for watching. I'm the Catwoman and you are awesome.